As a parent, you want to do everything you can to protect your children.
For Michelle Pratt, that includes getting her newborn twins protection from RSV, a highly contagious respiratory disease potentially life-threatening for some, including infants.
I look to our national expert consensus groups like the Canadian Pediatric Society and like our National Advisory Committee on Immunizations to see what they were recommending.
And they recommend two products, approved by Health Canada in recent years, a maternal vaccine that protects the baby for 6 months after birth, and a one-dose antibody for infants.
What an opportunity to change things. 1 in 50 infants will be hospitalized in their first year of life, and it's usually due to RSV.
In most provinces, like Quebec, the antibody is publicly funded.
They found that there was a reduction of 86% of emergency visits, 89% of hospitalization, and 88% of ICU admission.
Yet 4 provinces are still lagging behind, including this one. Here, RSV cases across all age groups have gone up since the 2021-22 season, from just under 200 to over 1,000 in 2024-25.
We do certainly see hospitalizations and ICU admissions for infants, especially.
And yet, only those deemed high risk currently have access to a publicly funded shot, with no timeline on possible change.
NACI has recommended that provinces consider moving towards a universal coverage, and that that could be phased in given the given logistics, context, financial considerations, but we haven't come to any conclusions at the moment.
And so, strict criteria for who's eligible remain, excluding even premature babies born at more than 30 weeks, like Pratt's twins.
They were born at 32 weeks and 4 days, so our request for the medication, it was denied.
Once the antibody became available for private purchase in October, Pratt and her husband acted. An easy decision, she says, especially knowing what it's like to have a sick child.
My son was admitted to ICU with a respiratory illness. And it's a horrible experience being in that position as a parent and watching your child struggle to breathe. It's hard to put into words what that's like. It really stays with you, but it just goes to show how quickly even healthy infants can become really sick to a life-threatening point.
That's why she wants the province to catch up and expand coverage for the RSV antibody.
It's not fair that a baby born in Canada, born in Ontario, has access to this medication for free versus a child who's born here in Newfoundland and Labrador doesn't have that same access.
Something experts across the country have been long calling for.
I think when you look back in time, they're going to say that the onset of vaccines to prevent RSV in infancy was a highlight in this past century.
And while Pratt paid out of pocket for protection, she said its steep price prevents many from being able to do the same. According to the Federation of Medical Women of Canada, the list cost for the maternal vaccine is over $200. The price for the antibody can be more than a whopping $900. Henrike, Wilhelm, CBC News, St. John's.